Hello everyone, welcome to ChessVisor, your wise choice to improve your chess. In today's video, I'm going to show you the chess tricks and traps in the caro-kann defense, especially the two knights attack variation. So before we begin this video, if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the future videos. So here, this trap is basically for the white player. So we have to open the game with the e4, and the black will obviously respond with the caro-kann c6. And here, instead of the traditional d4, that is the main move, here I'm recommending you to play the move knight c3. So with this move we are preparing to play this two knights attack, right? So knight c3, and black will go with his own plan, that is d5, and after that knight f3. So here there are three critical main moves for black. So bishop to g4 is one of the main move, and it is the top most played move in the current position. So today we will not look at that, and we will be looking at these two options, whether black will capture or advance. That is what we are going to cover now. So here, in case black is feeling aggressive, he may play this move, that is d4, so advancing the pawn and trying to kick the knight away. So we can simply play with this move, knight e2, and after c5, because the knight is hitting the two knights are hitting the pawn, so c5 is the natural response. And after that you can play this c3. So at first sight it looks like, okay, we are making some mistakes, and black will think like we are blundering the game in the opening. So his idea is that you can simply push the pawn forward, d3. But after knight f4, now the pawn is hit twice again. That means he has to defend with the pawn, otherwise the pawn is going to drop now. So in that case, if he plays moves like pawn to c4, then we can straight away win the game with a queen a4 check. So it doesn't matter whether black defends or blacks with the bishop or the knight. In the end we are going to pick up both the pawns. After moves like e6, we can pick up the second pawn also. It's just a ninth move, and we have gained two central pawns for nothing. So, and even if you look at the position carefully, you see these three or four pieces we got developed, and black did not develop anything. So this is the first one. So let's go to the initial position again. So after knight f3, we saw the move d4. So instead of d4, black could try the other option, that is d takes e4. This is another main move black can do in this position. So here we can go knight takes e4. After bishop f5, the natural move, we can play knight g3. So we are hitting the bishop. Now the bishop has two options like bishop g4 and bishop g6. So we'll first cover bishop to g6. So when he goes to g6, you can continue the plan as the normal caro-kann. Say for example h4. Now black has two responses, that is h6 and h5. In case if he plays the natural h6, since the knight did not develop it, so we can take advantage of that e5 square. So we can put the knight on e5. So bishop h7, and now queen to h5. Very aggressive move, and we are threatening mate in one. So now actually there is only one response to stop the mate, that is g6, or even bishop g6 is possible, but that will ruin the pawn structure. Let's say pawn to g6, and after that we can simply ignore the threat on the queen, and we can play this amazing move, that is bishop to c4. If black is greedy enough, and definitely he will accept the queen sacrifice, and he will blunder this mate. So bishop takes f7 is a simple checkmate, which is happening in the 10th move of the game. So going back, obviously most of the players will spot this sacrifice idea, so they may play pawn to e6. In that case, you can simply drop the queen to e2, and from here black has two natural responses, but both moves are going to be blunder. So you may consider this move, knight f6 and bishop e7, because of this combination or the coordination between these three pieces are amazing here. Because if you play the natural move like knight f6, you can simply sacrifice the knight on f7. So here black doesn't have any option here except accepting the sacrifice, or he can save the queen and drop the rook. Instead of that, if he is so greedy again, if he takes the knight, then it's mate in two. So queen takes e6 check, king g7, and then queen f7 is a checkmate. So it is going to be the same, more or less the same, but it is not going to be the checkmate if he plays bishop e7. In that case also, you can simply sacrifice the knight and once he takes, you can play queen takes e6 check and then king e8. So after this move you can play knight e4, and if black tries to exchange the queen, you can simply avoid the queen exchange and play queen e5, and the rook is lost now. So please note that black cannot play this knight f6 move because of this the absolute pin available in the position, so we can take advantage of that. So knight takes f6 is a winning move. So going back, these are the 2-3 tricks available in this line when he plays this move pawn to h6. So let's go back again. In case if he doesn't play h6, he may try the other move, that is h5. Straight away if he can play this move, in that case the same move, knight e5, you are hitting the bishop, and most of the black player would love to defend the bishop with the queen, because capturing capturing the bishop with the knight will allow, or will the pawns will be double, right? And you cannot hide the bishop simply because of this pawn, because after queen take h5 is a mate threat, so that there won't be any good discovery for the bishop. So here simply speaking, they will try to play with the queen to d6. So knight takes g6 and then queen takes g6. So now what? So we can play simple move like bishop e2. So we are hitting the pawn with the 3 pieces now. So if he defends with a natural move like a knight f6, you can play pawn to d4, and after natural move knight b d7, he is preparing to castle. So here instead of you castling on the king side, so you can try to play this move, that is bishop to g5. The idea is very simple. Now you are threatening to play bishop to d3 in the next move to trap the queen here. So in case if he is not aware of this line, he may play this natural move e6 or the castling, but in both cases we can simply play bishop to d3. So to save the queen, black has to give up the knight here. After this, black will save the queen like this, but after bishop f3, the game is completely lost for black. So these are all the tricks and traps exist in this 2-3 lines which I want to cover. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and let me know your ideas, thoughts, suggestions in the comment section below. And if you are not subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the future videos. So as usual, this is Chess Wiser, your wise choice to improve your chess.